Anticipating the women's free skate. The nerves is starting to rise a little bit back here. We'll see Lu Chen, of course, the leader, and also Canadians Susan Humphrey and Karen Preston. And speaking of Karen, one of her club mates is this guy eating lunch over here, Kurt Brown. Sorry, Kurt, we'll just borrow you for a sec. Congratulations, Kurt, winning last night.
Lunch over in the corner.
The men's competition. We're going to get to that in a moment, too. But for a moment, if you will, let's talk about Karen Preston, your club mate at the Granite Club in Toronto, also a club mate now of one of her competitors, friends, and rivals in José Chouinard.
Well, it's a lot less tension at the rink than people would think. The media really had a relationship between them that was a real cat and dog fight. And Karen has matured so much in the last year. And I think that last year when we trained together, there was a lot of tension from both of us. Me with injuries, and Karen has had injuries this year, and her whole attitude is different. And I'm really impressed with her maturity. And even doing an interview earlier I saw before she competed, I think you'll see a few more smiles from Karen tonight.
And not only that, I mean, just having Jose there, and you know, when you've been with other rivals at Glenora, at Granite Club, it just makes you that much better, I would think.
I get asked by people at home, they say, how can you skate with Elvis, or how come you guys can be friends?
Yeah.
But we just help each other, really. And having those two together, like Karen said, you know, watching Jose skate at Canadians, it's not going to be hard anymore, because you know, she's not a mystery to her anymore. She's a friend. And so it does nothing but improve both of them.
Well, you were great last night. We're going to see that in a moment. Your short program.
Show the short,
we're going to show the short. But winning another gold medal, thanks for this. Kurt Browning, get back to your lunch. Yeah. Kurt Browning in a moment. We'll show his short program, the new short for Kurt this year from the 1993 Sun Life Skate Canada International. Clubmates Kurt Browning and Karen Preston talking. We'll see Karen's free skate in a moment, but let's go to the technical program for a moment. Stephen Cousins, who shot to the podium for the first time on an international scale this week in Ottawa. Stephen Cousins winning a bronze medal behind that man, Kurt Browning. Karen Preston still to come. We will go live here in Ottawa today for the women's free skate. Preston standing second behind Lu Chen after the technical program. And there's Kurt, of course. What a week he had here in Ottawa. Beginning with his technical program, then to the long. Let's take a look at Kurt Browning's new short program from Friday night. To no one's surprise, Kurt Browning's free skate gave him the gold medal as well, his third Skate Canada Championship. Mark Mitchell of the United States slipping into second place for the silver, and a great surprise, Stephen Cousins, his first trip to an international podium, will go home with a bronze medal. With more on what we've seen and what we will see in the near future, let's go down to our commentators, Debbie Wilkes and Brian Orser.
Rod, the men's event was not the only great skating, but before we get on to our thoughts on some of the other skating, Brian, your thoughts on the men's?
I think the men's event was quite strong, particularly the technical program. A lot of brilliant performances, a lot of clean performances. That was really nice to see. I think some conservative performances in the free program, but it's still early in the season. We have a few more months until Lillehammer.
And if we have to say just two small sounds about the pairs event, it has to be G&G.
Absolutely, without a doubt. They have proven that the pros can compete with the amateurs. great performances by them. Very strong, very fluid, and better than ever.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. As far as the dancers were concerned, I think a lot of the competitors came into the event thinking that maybe this year the lid was being put on their creativity. Boy, I didn't see any example of that.
I think what they're doing is they're just working within the boundaries that they've been given. There was a fear of the ice dancing being taken out of the Olympics, so they have to go by the rules. And I think it's great for the sport. And now we're seeing some good, strong, technical ice dancing.
And I suppose that has really been what the challenge would be this year for the dancers, to try to become even better within the restrictions the ISU has imposed on them. The ladies' event also very strong. We're going to see the final portion of that today. Lu Chen was outstanding.
Without a doubt, Lu Chen was very strong. Her technical program started from the very beginning. She had one continuous movement all the way through to the end, and we're all looking forward to a very strong free program from her. Karen Preston, of course, was very close second, and of course she's stronger than ever as well. So it's going to be a great event in the ladies.
Debbie and Brian, we'll see you in a moment as the women's free skate approaches. Kurt Browning with the new Lillehammer shirts. Jean-Michel Bombardier, José Chouinard there, too. The Canadians looking ahead to the Winter Olympics, and we will, too, in a moment. We are going to take a quick trip to Lillehammer in just a moment.